A survey from 2022 reports that 96% of Americans don't know what they're actually paying for when it comes to their auto insurance. This is a major issue because auto insurance is required by law, and a vast majority of individuals will be paying for this insurance the entirety of their lives. Which is why I wanted to create this simple video to help you understand the basic fundamentals of auto insurance so that you know more than 96% of Americans, but most importantly, you know that you're properly covered with auto insurance and what coverages actually help you. And lastly, you'll be able to know how to save money on your auto insurance for the rest of your life. In addition to this video, I wanted to offer you, if you live in the states of Idaho or Utah, a free insurance comparison. All you have to do is click the link down below to submit your contact information and insurance information so I can put together a free comparison showing if there's any potential gaps in your coverage, while also shopping the 9 different carriers I have access to find you the best price and the most competitive coverages. Now, for those of you who may not know who I am just yet, my name is Jaden Johnson, and I'm your favorite insurance agent in the state of Idaho and Utah because I love helping individuals properly protect the most important assets in their life while also saving the most amount of money possible. And like I mentioned moments ago in this video, I am going to show you what auto insurance coverages you should be paying for, what they cover, and how to properly protect you financially when it comes to your auto insurance. So let's jump right into it, beginning with your liability coverages, which is the foundational coverage of auto insurance policies. Now, this type of coverage is broken into 2 separate areas. The first one is bodily injury, and the second is property damage. Now, bodily injury liability covers medical expenses, lost wages, and other expenses related to injuries that were caused by you in an at-fault accident. On the other hand, property damage liability covers expenses, repairs to vehicles, buildings, fences, or anything of that nature that were damaged by your at-fault accident. Now, the reason this type of insurance coverage is important is because if you cause bodily injury or property damage to other individuals and you do not have a limit sufficient enough to cover those expenses and injuries and repairs, individuals can seek the help of an attorney to take and garnish wages from you as the insured. My recommendation is that you have at least $100,000 per individual and $300,000 per incident when it comes to your bodily injury. If you have more assets, I would recommend a $300,000 combined single limit, increasing the amount of limits that you have on this type of insurance. On the other hand, you have your property damage limit, which I would recommend at least $100,000, or if you have more assets and financial interest to protect, to raise that to a $300,000 combined single limit. Now, the next set of coverages that are included in auto insurance is known as personal injury protection or medical expenses. This type of insurance is used for you or your passengers who are injured in an accident to help pay for lost wages, for expenses related to the injury, or for any medical bills acquired from an injury resulting from an accident. Now, this is a tricky type of coverage to select your limits for, but as a rule of thumb, it goes hand in hand with actually your health insurance. If you have excellent health insurance, then my recommendation is that you don't necessarily need to be paying for both. You might look at a $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 medical payment limit or personal injury protection limit. Or if you're missing health insurance or don't have great health insurance, you might consider a limit like $5,000 or $10,000 when it comes to your personal injury protection or medical payments coverage. The next type of coverage included in auto insurance is known as uninsured motorist and underinsured motorist. Now, it goes hand in hand with your liability limits, and my recommendation is to actually match those limits for these 2 types of coverages. Now, what do these coverages actually help you with? They are going to cover expenses that the other party is at fault for if they are uninsured and driving without auto insurance and cause an accident to you, or if they're underinsured. If they do not have a higher limit and you do not want to get an attorney to go after their personal assets, then you can use your own underinsured motorist or uninsured motorist to be able to go after a claim on your own insurance. Now, the last 2 coverages are not required by state law, but oftentimes they're required if you have a loan on your vehicle or if you value your vehicle and do not want to have to pay completely out of pocket for all the repairs. This is known as full coverage, or otherwise known as collision and comprehensive coverage. Now, collision coverage covers the repairs or the replacement of your own vehicle when involved in an accident, regardless of who is at fault. So obviously, if it's the other party's fault, you can submit a claim against their insurance to cover the property damage of your own vehicle. Or if you have your own insurance and you're at fault in this accident, you can submit a collision claim to repair your vehicle or to replace your vehicle. This type of coverage also comes with a deductible. My recommendation for both collision and comprehensive deductibles actually depends on your financial situation and the state of your emergency savings account. If you are starting off in your financial journey and you have less savings, let's say less than $1,000, I would recommend a $500 deductible for both comprehensive and collision coverage. Whereas for individuals who have more of a savings built up, I would recommend a $1,000 deductible for your comprehensive and collision coverage. And that's going to save you quite a bit on your premium month after month and year after year. Now, the last type of coverage is known as comprehensive coverage. Similar to collision coverage, this comes with a deductible, which we addressed already. But what does comprehensive coverage actually help you with? Comprehensive coverage covers claims that are non-collision related. So this could be claims such as a fire claim, a theft claim, hitting an animal, or having a weather-related damage to your vehicle. Comprehensive coverage also includes glass cracks as well as glass chip repair. Now, it's important to remember that even though it's covered under your comprehensive coverage, you still have to meet your deductible to pay or have that repair paid for. Also remember that glass claims as of 2022 also impact your insurance history and your insurance rate. So before you file a glass claim, I recommend that you speak with your agent to understand your deductible and how it might impact your rate moving forward after filing that claim. Now, after going through all of those fundamentals, I can now feel confident to congratulate you because you now know more than 96% of Americans and individuals who are purchasing auto insurance on a monthly and yearly basis. This is important because now the next time you go and review your quotes or go to purchase or renew your auto insurance, you actually understand what you're paying for and can ask important questions to your agent to seek more clarification and make sure that they're taking fantastic care of you and your assets. Now, before you go, once again, I want to invite you to get a free insurance comparison for your auto insurance if you live in the states of Idaho or Utah. All you have to go and do is click the link down below in the video description, submit your current insurance information, and within 24 to 48 hours, I will send back to you a comparison showing any potential gaps in your coverage, showing savings that you could be having, or just confirming that you have fantastic coverage and that you're paying a fantastic rate with your current insurance carrier and your current insurance agent.